And before we get into it, shout out to this video's sponsor, Samsung. They just came out with their new Galaxy Z Flip 5. This phone is so cool. I am obsessed with her. It also now has this huge back screen that makes taking selfies so easy. You could also watch Netflix on this screen. You could do everything on this screen. You do not need a tripod with this phone. You can just plop it down wherever and it takes your selfies for you. You can use camcorder mode and film videos like this. This fits into all my tiny little micro bags. It's perfect for a girl's night out. And I just live for her. She fits everywhere. I can stand her up. I can watch my videos like this. There's also this cool mode where you can split the screen. So like I can use one app on the top half of the screen and another completely different app on the bottom half of my screen. This is just the coolest phone. So a shout out to Samsung for sponsoring that part of the video. Flip phones are back. So I'm on the way to the nail salon and I keep seeing TikToks about the old money aesthetic manicure. When I was getting my nails done in Arizona, not only were they just hideous, but they would fall off. Oh, it's already recording. Motown is cute, right? Ah, I got it. There's so much we have to organize. Hello, hello. So I'm gonna try to describe what I'm feeling like the best as I can put into words. It feels like I have an active volcano. Like that's the only way I can describe it. I'm not in any pain and I'm not even in discomfort, but if I like walk around or well, I was just at Target and I was walking through the aisles and then I started feeling like here, just things getting tight and then kind of letting go. And then getting tight and then kind of letting go. Like a couple minutes in between each other. So I'm like, is this a contraction? I don't know what I'm looking for. I don't know what things are supposed to feel like. I Googled a bunch of stuff. So I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just not sure what to look for. I know that there's a couple things that they say like, oh, you're supposed to look for some like mucus, but like I don't have that. My water didn't break or any of that. But my volcano feels fucking active. So I'm just like, we're like not sure what's going on.
What if you just go to sleep right now?
I mean, I'm gonna go to sleep at regular time. Like I can't go to sleep now.
You don't think you can go to sleep?
Not with like these jitters and like feeling like this.
Crazy.
Do you think Mo would know? I wish we could like ask her, like, cause she probably would know.
2 days. That's really max 2 days. Preferably, I need 1 day, and at the very least, I need 8 hours.
You need 8 hours.
I need 8 hours. I mean, I just need to get my shit together. But look, here's the thing. Sometimes I start getting a little like, oh my god, it's not perfect. He's gonna come the way it's gonna come. It's gonna be your little first week journey.
Also, look at my stomach. Like, it dropped.
Oh, Lord. Why am I as surprised as when you told me you were pregnant? I'm like back at that moment. I'm like, wait, this baby's real? I thought you were just gonna be pregnant forever. Literally, I was so like, it was just my vibe. It was the big belly. I was just so like.
No, it's good. Everything's good.
We have Kathy who's gonna pull up for us. So if we do need a full bassinet, because he needs to sleep, right? Like that's all he does, 20 hours.
That's all he does. We would need a bassinet. Anybody can run and buy us. He's not sleeping in this room.
I know. I just want the whole thing ready for him and you, honestly. Like, but also a lot of this shit is extra shit that doesn't matter. The wet wipe warmer and the bottle sterilizer. No. Like, bro, I could just wash the bottle. What do you mean? Let's switch gears from him being here to you giving birth. So I want you.
I have my bag packed.
100%. Can you go over that bag?
The only thing I'm missing is I need to sit on it. I'm freaking out.
Why are you freaking out?
I don't know. The only thing I know that I'm missing from this hospital bag, I have everything I need, is the disposable underwear. The Freedom Mom disposable underwear.
Where is it at? Is it here?
Studio. Yeah, okay, I can go.
Beautiful. Okay, I can get it. Don't worry. The one thing we're not going to do is freak out.
The bottom of my stomach is red, by the way.
It is, right?
Yeah.
It got red like a sunburn.
And you don't burn there. I'd burn at the top.
No, of course it's not. You didn't go out in the sun. It's just because he's dropping so fast that I think it's stretching out the skin a little bit too fast to the point where it's just like low inflamed.
Yeah.
What we're not gonna do is freak out, because first of all, there's nothing to freak out. Second of all, babies come every day. Third of all, he has everything he needs. He has both of us disposable as hell, ready for him at any time. We have our entire life like ready to go on standby for him. Mm-hmm. He has a full safe like palace, right? So everything's golden. So I don't want you to worry, because he's gonna come and his experience is gonna be great. Whether there's a wet wipe warmer or there's a little whatever gimmicky product, his experience is gonna be amazing. Right now, I want us to rethink your experience just to make sure your experience is good. That luggage, I just want you to make sure. Maybe, I know the gown's there, but I just want you to run it through one more time. Do you need sweatpants? Do you need a hoodie? Do you need extra clothes? Are there any snacks that we have in the kitchen that we can put in there? Just little stuff like that so you can have a comfortable 2 days. Overnight, I'm going to get this house ready, his nursery ready. Right? And then that's it. Let's wash all the clothes. Tonight we should just put 3-4 outfits on a quick clean and a quick dry, and then have them in our little luggage.
Okay.
Right? We have enough to live with a week or two with this kid and then just be chilling, and then slowly we'll get more.
Yeah.
I don't think you're giving birth tonight.
I don't think tonight.
Which is...
But my volcano feels active.
I think he's preparing for birth. Like the system, your entire system is like on birth mode, which I feel like is a couple days.
Best case scenario, I mean, we have Melina tomorrow.
I mean, that is the best case scenario.
I think they check my cervix. I think they do a full like check of the whole thing and tell me like exactly what the T is.
They're gonna check if you're dilated, right?
Yeah. So it's perfect. I think it's better for you to not stay up all night.
If I don't stay up all night?
Don't stay up all night. Because let's say tomorrow I wake up, or let's say I wake up at 7 in the morning with contractions, and then we get to the hospital and you're falling asleep. Hi. That was such an experience. It did not give birth. Still cooking. Yo, that was the scariest thing. It's like I've never had a kid before. So when you're in those moments and you feel things, you don't know what's normal. You don't know what's not normal. I went to the doctor the next day. I'm 2 centimeters dilated. So I guess technically the labor process has begun, but everything is so... It's a mystery. Because like being 2 centimeters dilated kind of doesn't mean anything. She's like, you can give birth tomorrow, you can give birth in 3 weeks. So false alarm. Sorry, I have like stroller parts everywhere and they're like throwing me off. I'm like, the aesthetic. The good thing is that was a wake-up call that we needed, because the vibe that we are now getting is the due date. I mean, we've always known that it was a guess, but we have a feeling it's coming sooner rather than later. I don't know why I like wasn't saying my due date. I remember like one of my friends being like, just don't post your due date, because then people are gonna like chime in with a bunch of things, but I think that was more towards the earlier part of the pregnancy. Like, don't say your due date because people are going to freak you out and say, oh, just wait till you do this exam at this many weeks. But I mean, whatever, I'm already at the finish line. My due date is September 9. So I think we were just feeling comfortable with the September 9 of it all and not really planning for the fact that he could technically come at any point. So now we are ready. Like, literally washed all the baby clothes. The room is ready for the most part. The bassinet is in. Like, we are ready. If he comes today, we're good. The hospital bags are in the car, and we needed that little, like, jolt to get us in the right headspace for this birth. The only thing I can think of that we don't have, if he was to be born today, is we want to bring backup formula in case he doesn't latch, because I heard that, like, if for whatever reason he doesn't latch at the hospital, he's gonna need to eat something, and the formula that they have there is not what I want his first meal to be. The ingredients are sus. Have you looked at the ingredients? Oh my god, if you're not a parent or a mother and you're watching this video, you're like, no, Lauren, I haven't looked at the ingredients of baby formula. I'm 20. But let me fucking tell you, they're sus. There's like cornstarch, corn flour, all these different types of things, artificial things that the baby formula at the hospital would have. So the only thing we're missing, technically, if he were to be born tomorrow, would be like a nice formula, like kind of a bougier one that's more natural and less bad. Because imagine his first meal is a bunch of hoopla. Not on my watch. That's the only thing. Apparently you can get like nice ones that come in glass bottles. Anyways, I want to have this conversation with you and honestly just ask you for advice. Now, this is to the moms and not the moms. Like, if you just watch this channel, I wanted to just like bring this up. And to the moms who have experience in this, I'm trying to figure out how much maternity leave I'm going to be taking. The thing is, right now, everything is such a theory. Like, I don't really know what exactly having a newborn is going to entail because I've never done it before. So it's hard for me to guess how much time I'm going to need or predict what that looks like. I'm obviously so blessed to be able to create my own schedule, not have to report back to anybody, thank God. And I can kind of do as I please, but I also do need to have some sort of gauge of how long I'm gonna need. I don't know. I mean, here's the thing. Let me like be just straight up and kind of talk you through where I'm at with my internal dialogue and just spitball, and like I feel like you'll see where my headspace is at. I don't want to put myself in a position where I expect to be back in like 2-3 weeks and put that kind of pressure on myself, and then in 2-3 weeks time feel guilty that I'm not producing anything, that I'm not connected, that I'm not like doing what I love to do, and that I'm like out of my groove, blah, blah, blah. But I also don't want to be unrealistic and act like what I'm about to do is a cakewalk. I also really want to enjoy this time with my baby. The thing that I keep on seeing is that the newborn stage is so fast. Like, it flies by and you really want to be able to enjoy it and soak up every little moment and be 100% present, which I don't want to waste that time. But transparently speaking, like posting one video a week, let's say, doesn't take that much of my time, especially if the video is like 10 minutes long, 20 minutes long. Like, it really isn't that time consuming. And I do feel like this is a super unique opportunity to include you and be super vulnerable with such a vulnerable moment. Like, I mean, let's not act like childbirth isn't intense and super vulnerable and like my body's about to go through all these changes. It's going to be a whole thing. And becoming a mother, like, that's intense. And I'm not going to like be all up camera in his face. Like, something that I'm making a point of with my content is that I'm going to be the focus of it. So as far as the YouTube videos go, the focus of the content would be me. I'm not going to make my child the focus of the content when he's literally a week old. Like, that's insane. Like, you literally just popped out the womb and you have a vlog camera and a microphone in your face. Absolutely not. But I do think it's a cool opportunity. I have a 97% female audience. I do think it's a cool opportunity to include you on what that process is like. I mean, I've always wondered. I've always been so curious, like, what is it like? The postpartum days, weeks, like, what is that like? I mean, I still couldn't even tell you because it's just such a guess. Like, I have no idea what to expect. And I think it could be a really cool, vulnerable thing to document, and it could be cool to look back at. So I don't know. Do you have any advice on the whole maternity leave conversation? Because I feel like I don't think I'm going to have to go completely ghost for like 2 months to then come back and be like, all right, I'm back, I'm resourced. Like, I still think I will be able to rest and enjoy and sprinkle in a little bit of this, but I'm not sure. So I just wanted to, like, I don't know, get your opinion. All right, thank you for hanging out. This video is quite the doozy. There's like comments that I'm getting on my TikToks like, I bet she gave birth and she's hiding it. No, girl. He is locked and loaded. He is still cooking. And whenever he decides to make his debut is when he decides to make his debut. In the meantime, we are ready. Yeah. Let me know if you know a good glass bottle formula that would be a good first meal if, for whatever reason, he doesn't latch. What a interesting video this one was. Oh my god. Bye.
There is a life I lead in this city, hurrying to cut my teeth.
And again, a shout out to Samsung for sponsoring this video. I love this flip phone. The camera quality on this phone is so good. I love having a flip phone. I've always loved flip phones, but having this one with this amazing camera with these amazing screens is just so cool.